Number 7. Number 8.
9 regular. Oh, wait. 13 giant. The usual?
Of course. Number 1.
Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
A nurse at Scotland Health is
a healer, touching patients' lives at every turn.
An ally, working as a trusted teammate with the best doctors.
A blower of bubbles, part child whisperer, part kid at heart.
A winner, recognizing excellence through Daisy Awards.
And of course, a caring friend. Scotland Health nurses are many things to many people. But to us, they're simply better by far.
It was an off-season unlike any other. Practice, then no practice. Game, then no game. But after months of anticipation, the tests have been passed, the arrangements made, and 2 teams will finally square off as UNC Pembroke basketball is back this evening in Augusta, Georgia. The Lady Braves opening up their 2020-2021 campaign against the 0-1 Augusta Jaguars in a non-conference battle against 2 Peach Belt Conference teams. A bizarre situation to open up what will most likely continue to be a bizarre season. Good afternoon, thanks so much for joining me here on the UNCP Sports Network. Jon Gross coming to you live from an empty Christenberry Fieldhouse on the campus of Augusta University. No fans in attendance, but the 2 teams are out on the court warming up. Officials are here. Again, all the tests have been passed, and we will have some basketball. Braves opening up this season. Bit of a new look team, 7 newcomers on this roster. 4 returners who did start a game last year, so you have a little bit of experience, but plenty of fresh faces. And Coach Haskins said it's been a bit of a challenge to work those new players in, get them acclimated to the system. They're installing a new offense this season as well. So it remains to be seen exactly how this game, especially early on in the season, being the first game of the season, will play out for UNCP. Had a chance to speak with Coach Haskins earlier in the week. Let's take a listen what the UNCP head coach in his 17th season with the Braves had to say. Coach, thanks for joining me today as we get set for what we hope to be is the season opener this Saturday against Augusta. It'll be a non-conference game, but can you just give us an update on what practice has been like in the last couple of days?
It's been pretty good. We didn't have a great one this morning, but I think practice has been pretty good. Kids have competed and catching on to, I think, what we're doing for the most part. I just think at this time where you've been going against each other, and they're kind of ready to play somebody else. We may not be ready, but they think they're ready, and they'd rather play somebody else. So we're excited about trying to get a game in.
Where do you feel you've seen the most growth in your team over these last couple of weeks?
I just think trying to, understanding what we're trying to do and executing the offense. The other thing I think is when you're on a short time frame, there's a lot of stuff you've got to put in. I mean, if you're going to play a game, there's got a lot of stuff you need to be prepared for in terms of out-of-bounds plays, offenses, defenses. What if they half-court trap, press offense, and just – the thing is throwing a lot of things, and it's fine for the returners because they've been there, done that. But with the new kids, just trying to figure out new stuff and what to do and how to react and that type of thing has been a challenge. But at the same time, I think for the most part, we've handled it pretty well.
Last time we spoke, you were getting set for the potential opener against Converse on Monday. That game canceled. What's the mindset of the team with such a strange schedule?
Well, I keep preaching to them. You got to be flexible and you got to be resilient. You don't know when the opportunity will come, but let's be prepared for it when it does come, and hopefully we'll have an opportunity to play on Saturday.
Taking on Augusta, Peach Belt Conference team, but in a non-conference game. Do you feel that you'll be able to go in there, since it is a non-conference game, and maybe try some different things out that you wouldn't do in a conference game?
Well, I think particularly first game of the year, trying to look at some different combinations, trying to see how some new kids react in game-type situations. So, yeah, I think it will be kind of experimental. We're just trying to get games in. We're just trying to play against outside competition and knowing that the Peach Belt, we all were under the same testing protocols and that type of thing. And so that's why we scheduled the Aiken and Augusta game, and I think that'll be a great starting point for us just to kind of see where we're at.
I know you had a couple competitive games against them last year. What are you looking to see in this Saturday matchup?
Well, I think they're a very solid team. Now they played Georgia Southern and lost, and then they had a tough time at Emmanuel the other night. But I was impressed by Emmanuel watching that game. So they're 0-2 right now, but they've got about 4 or 5 perimeters that played a lot for them last year, and obviously they got Manning in the post. They've got a new kid. Morton, I believe, November Morton, who's a good shooter, who's scoring for them, and then they've got a kid named Bolton that played some for them last year, didn't play a lot, and had 18 against Georgia Southern. So, I think they've got good athletic ability. They've got some kids that can shoot it and drive it. So, it's going to be a good test for us.
Awesome, Coach. Thanks for your time. Best of luck this weekend.
Okay, thank you.
Well, there you have it for the man himself, Coach Askins, breaking down today's matchup ahead of UNCP and Augusta. We'll take a quick break. When we get back, we'll continue to preview this season opener. You're listening to UNCP Women's Basketball, live on the UNCP Sports Network.
The town of Pembroke, incorporated in 1895, is a proud community rich in heritage. Pembroke is a quaint but growing town, regarded as the social, political, cultural, and commercial center for the Lumbee tribe, the largest American Indian tribe east of the Mississippi River with over 58,000 members. The town hosts a variety of events during the year, none larger than Lumbee Homecoming, which annually brings in over 30,000 visitors. We welcome you to visit our unique town and encourage you to read and learn more about Pembroke.
Look, sport might not be the answer right now, but it teaches us this, that impossible challenges must be faced and overcome. And the reward is joy. And it will always be that way. And now that sport is back, don't waste these chances. Play with more heart, even more fire, and hope that does not end. Seek out what scares you and let your body do what it loves. Nobody knows what the future holds. Nobody knows what will come our way. So honor every breath and respect every chance. Opportunities will come, and we must be ready.
Sometimes the simplest things can make the biggest difference. An extra pair of hands, a smile, or a shoulder. At North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance, we feel the same about home and auto coverage, affordable rates, trusted service, and local agents. After all, making one simple difference in your life helps you make a big difference in another's. Farm Bureau Insurance. Helping you is what we do best.
Back here at an empty Christenberry Fieldhouse, which normally seats just over 3,000 fans. UNCP and Augusta just minutes away from tip-off as the Braves will open up their season against Augusta. The Jaguars are 0-1 of the year. Now, I did say this earlier, but I want to reiterate. These two teams are both Peach Belt Conference members. However, this will go down as a non-conference game. They will play each other later on in the conference portion of the schedule, but this will go down as a non-conference game. And in this strange situation of 2020 and even looking forward to the early portion of 2021, this just seems to be the reality. It'll be that case on the men's side as well. UNCP men's basketball scheduled to take on Lander as well. Starting lineups just about to get introduced here at Augusta. Before we get to that, today's officials are Chad Tucker, Tyrell Johnson, and Howard Hall. Now, looking back to the last time these two teams squared off, it was right here at Christenberry Fieldhouse, and the officials played a big role with a whole lot of foul shots taken. We'll take a quick pause here for the playing of the national anthem. This will be the 58th all-time meeting between UNCP and Augusta. Last year, the two teams split. UNCP won at home a 71-55 victory over the Jaguars, which matched the largest margin of victory in this series for the Braves. And then Augusta returned the favor later on in the season at home with a 69-63 victory behind 36 free throws. And both these teams last year were two of the best free throw shooting teams in the conference. UNCP led the Peach Belt, shooting 71% from the charity stripe, while the Jaguars were second in conference with a 70% free throw shooting clip. So that's certainly something to look out for throughout this matchup, especially early on in the season with an off-season that neither team was really able to get as prepped as they probably would have liked. Expect to see some sloppy play and in turn, maybe quite a few foul calls. So the Braves getting set. Starting lineups just announced for UNCP. It's Naomi Gilbert, Courtney Smith, Alcina Purnell, Tiara Williams, and Diamond Fendrick. 5 returners for the Braves, making up the starting lineup for Coach Haskins' squad. Some experience in the starters, but again, a lot of new faces on the bench. 7 newcomers for this roster. As the two teams will head out onto the floor, starters for Augusta: Zaria West, Asia Harrison, Michaela Lane at the guard spots, and Jalea Gray and November Morton inside of the forwards. Now for the Adidas uniform check. UNCP sporting black jerseys, black shorts with gold trim on the sleeves of the jersey and 2 rings around the shorts. And gold letters and numbers UNC Pembroke across the chest. Augusta white jerseys, white shorts, blue stripes on the side of the shorts. Adidas, the official apparel provider of UNCP athletics. We'll tip it off at center court, and the tip is won by the Jaguars. We are underway for the 2020-2021 season here in Augusta, Georgia. Attacking right to left are the Jaguars. Now between the circles, it's Gray, kicks it out left wing to Zaria West. West, up top back to Gray. Jabs right, goes right. Deep 3 for Morton, and she gets the scoring started for the Jaguars. A right wing triple. And now Augusta will come out in a 1-2-1-1 full court trap. Gilbert to Williams across the timeline. Now Gilbert left wing, bounce pass left block to Smith. Smith kick out, Purnell tees up a right wing three. Off the back iron, Gray rips down the board, outlets to the near side to West. West traverses the midcourt line. Floated inside to Lane. Lane drop step in the finish. Right to the restricted area. 5-0 Augusta. Quick start, just a minute into the first quarter as the Braves break the press. Williams, left wing extended, dribbles right, top of the key. Picks up her dribble, now she's trapped. Hands it back off to Purnell. Purnell calls out the offense. 12 seconds of the shot clock. Braves down 5-0 in the early going. Now down to 7 seconds. It's Smith left wing. Using the screen. Kicks it back out. Williams driving left of the lane. Williams high off the glass. And it settles in. What a touch from Tiara Williams. And that's the first Braves basket of the season. 5-2 Augusta. 8:28 remaining. Far wing, it's West, top of the key. Morton now into the near side. Driving right is Harrison. Kick out up top. In rhythm three for Zaria West. Had 8 points in the season opener against Emmanuel and their loss to the Lions. 8-2. Now Smith at the free throw line, drives inside, bumps, and she will shoot a pair. 8-2 Augusta, 8:06 remaining in the first quarter. And that's the first foul in the game for either side. It goes against Gray, her first personal, first team. As Courtney Smith, the Jonesboro, Georgia native, will take a pair. First one up off the back iron. Jonesboro about 2.5 hours away from here near Atlanta. Smith 78% from the stripe last season. Looking to split this pair with her UNCP side down 6. Second free throw up, and again hard off the back rim, but Gilbert sneaks in there for the offensive board, and the Braves can reset. Zone look defensively for the Jaguars. Smith between the circles. Now to the right wing, Gilbert. Gilbert crosses over, picks up her dribble, right elbow to a cutting Purnell right side, and she is checked from behind as Purnell went up for the layup. So a couple of free throw opportunities for UNCP. And that's the second foul on Jalea Gray. So she will check out. 2 personals, just 2 minutes, 10 seconds in. And that'll bring Jalen Ottman off the bench for her first action of the game. Purnell to the free throw line. Expected to be a leader on this roster. Only a sophomore, but she blossomed in her freshman season. She hits on the first. 78% from the free throw line last year. Second one rattles out. 8-3 Augusta, rebounded by Ottman as she pushes across the midline. Now to the left wing, it's Harrison. Harrison worked around to the right wing. Ottman to a curling Morton. Morton stops, floats in and out. Rebound by Courtney Smith. Smith pushes left to right for the Braves. Smith down the lane with the left. Smith off the glass and in. Coast to coast, Courtney Smith. And violation on Augusta as Harrison tried to inbound quickly and stepped over the baseline. Braves making a bit of a run after getting behind early. Still early in the first, but they're only down by 3. Smith will trigger from under the attacking basket, floats it back to Williams. Williams crosses over right wing, now pulls it back out. Fresh shot clock to work with for the Braves. Left wing, it's Gilbert, the junior. Stops at the free throw line. Bounce pass inside to Fedrick, the senior. Pivots, puts it up, too strong off the back rim. Weak side board secured by Morton. Outlets to Harrison. Asia Harrison drives left, kicks out, wide open 3 up and in for Zaria West. Chalk her up for a couple triples. She extends her team's lead. Augusta up 11-5. Braves with the basketball, working to our right. Williams between the rings. Looks to the sideline. Smith left wing, getting her first look at this Princeton offense for the Braves. Smith pulls up, free throw line jumper off to the right. Ottman on the board, she'll push in transition. Ottman floats it inside on the run, off glass and in the lane for Michaela Lane, the Trenton, New Jersey native, and the freshman puts Augusta up 13-5, 6:20 remaining. Jaguars again showing 1-2-1-1 press. Purnell picks it up near side. Now to Williams. Williams dribbles through the lane. Williams fakes right, goes left, and her shot is blocked. West will come away with it for the Jaguars. Pulls up, 1-on-3, and she missed it, but the offensive rebound is put back and through by Lane. And the largest lead of the game for the Jaguars, 15-5. Augusta's played 2 games already, one of which was an exhibition against D1 Georgia Southern, and that experience showing. Gilbert, right wing 3, missed everything too strong, and it's out of bounds. 15-5. Jaguars leading. It's Augusta basketball. A few changes for UNCP, as we'll see Aaliyah Bell, the transfer from Johnson C. Smith, where she was a member of the All-CIAA rookie team, check in for her first action, in addition to Hannah Russell, a freshman, her first collegiate action, and Jaden Gladden checks in for the Braves as well. Gladden, a JUCO transfer. Again, a lot of new faces on this team, besides those starters. Braves looking to get a couple of stops. That's what John Haskins is preaching to his defense right now, as we have a stoppage in play. And the officials will huddle up at the scorers table again. Chad Tucker, Tyrell Johnson, and Howard Hall, the 3 Zebras for this one. 5:46 remaining in the season opener, and now both teams will huddle on their respective sides of the floor. Not sure what the issue is, might be a clock issue. 5 on the floor for the Braves. It's Gilbert, Bell, Purnell, Gladden, and Russell. Hannah Russell, the 6'2" freshman forward. Front court is thin for the Braves today. No Gabby Smith. So Coach Haskins going to his true freshman early. Kira Howard checks in. She brings it across the midline. Left wing using the screen to her right. Free throw line, picks up her dribble. Back out to the hot hand of Zaria West. Top of the key, Kennedy Manning, reigning all-conference selection. Left wing, Ottman threads it up top to Howard. Touch pass inside, and the right block. Lane is short. Good defense against Lane. And that's an early impact from the long arms of Jaden Gladden. Now it's Aaliyah Bell. Left wing, Purnell eyes up the basket using the Russell screen, and that's an illegal screen on Russell. The Braves give it right back to the Jaguars, who lead it 15-5, 5:11 remaining. November Morton checks in, as does Ashley Boulin. They'll replace Zaria West and Michaela Lane. West heads to the bench, a couple of 3s. She has 6 points, tied for the game high with Michaela Lane. So both those players now on the bench. Ottman driving left to right in the lane, runner and 1. Jalen Ottman, the Hope Mills, North Carolina native, extending the Augusta edge to 12, 17-5. As Kelsey Adams checks in, her college debut as well. The South Carolina native expected to be an important part of this Braves offense this season. Free throw from Ottman up and short rebound by Adams. So she checks in and immediately gets in the stat book. Bell behind the back dribble, up top to Purnell. Swarming defense by the Jaguars as Russell has it right elbow. Russell dribbles up top, Purnell. Straightaway 3, Purnell up and in. Rainbow delivery for AP. 17-8, Augusta up by 9. 4:35 to go in the opening frame. Right wing handing off to Morton now. Left wing, left corner up the bounce pass is Boulin. Boulin drives baseline. Bumped by Gladden before the shot. And that's a foul on the floor against Jaden Gladden. And that'll bring us to our first media timeout of the season. 4:25 remaining in the opening stanza. Augusta, an early 17-8 advantage. This is Braves basketball on the UNCP Sports Network.
Number 7. Number 8.
9 regular. Oh, wait, 13 giant. The usual?
Of course. Number 1.
Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
What's up, world? Yeah, you. I'm Travis Scott. This is my McDonald's order. Follow me. Here's my quarter pounder with lettuce, pickles, onions, ketchup, mustard, and bacon. Here's my fries. Sometimes I do this. Then I dip them into barbecue sauce. Oh yeah, and my Sprite. Same order since back in Houston, and you can try it too. Gotta go. The Travis Scott meal, just $6. Say Cactus Jack sent you.
An opportunity to regroup for UNCP after the media timeout. It's 17-8, Augusta leading. Braves struggling defensively. Offense is looking okay. You'll take 8 points at this point. And the quarter's about midway through the first quarter of your first game of the year, but Augusta shooting a scorching 7 of 9 from the field, including 2 of 2 from distance. Inbounds inside, left block laying off the mark for Manning. Tipped around underneath. Tracked down by Williams. Good effort to keep it in bounds. And now it's Bell across the midline. Bell, left wing Williams. Over to Gladden in the left corner. Gladden dribbles top of the key, pulls up, mid-range jumper off to the right. Rebound tipped around, fought for, and Russell dove after it, and she was held on her way to the basketball. And that's a personal on Ashley Bullen. Make that 3 team fouls, the first on Bullen. Both teams with 3 team fouls. Of course, once you get 5 team fouls in a quarter, you're in the bonus. Michaela Lane replaces Bullen after the foul. Lane, only a freshman. Her second regular season game as a college player with 6 early points. Gladden inbounds near side of the basket. Bell up top to Adams. Free throw line, pulls it back out to Williams midway through the shot clock. Adams left wing, leaves it for Gladden to her left. Gladden, pull up 3 off the screen, hard off the back rim, rebounded by Morton, who outlets it far side West. West hesitates, inside right block Manning. Manning goes to work, and the freshman Russell. And it's 19-8 Augusta. 3:34 to go. Adams, pull up, short right wing jumper, airballed it too strong. And it's rebounded the weak side, outlet it to West. West, cross court, near side Howard. Free throw line, Manning, touch pass back to Kira Howard. A 10-point to the season opener against Emmanuel. Right wing West, team high 6 points. Top of the key, it's Lane, near side Howard, floated left block. Kennedy, Manning stinks another one, this time from about 8 feet away, short little corner jumper. And she's showing why she was an all-conference selection as a freshman. 13-point lead for Augusta. Adams drives left, bumped inside, no whistle, plenty of contact as the long arms of Manning knocked it away. And Gladden tried to intercept the errant outlet feed, but it was knocked out of bounds off of her arm. So it'll be Jaguars basketball inbounding from the far sideline. Changes for the Braves, Fedrick, Smith, and Purnell in. Williams, Gladden, Bell out for UNCP. 2:43 remaining. Jaguars coming right to left, sporting a 21-8 lead. Howard using a double screen, top of the key. Near side Morton driving baseline of the freshman Adams. Morton double clutches, and she's fouled from behind as she missed on the lefty layup. That's the first on the freshman Kelsey Adams, and Adams will head back to the sideline as Naomi Gilbert spells her. 4th team foul on the Braves, 2:32 remaining in the first quarter. They trail it 21-8. Again, first game of the season for the Braves, still some early season jitters. Some struggles defensively early on. Augusta's played twice. They lost to Georgia Southern in an exhibition game, and then lost 76-59 to Emmanuel in their first regular season game. So here's November Morton to the free throw line. Transfer from Florida Tech as she misses in the first. A rare miss for her. was a 90% free throw shooter, while a Panther at Florida Tech. Second free throw from the righty, up and through, nothing but nylon. 22-8, Kira Howard out. Asia Harrison in for the home side. Jaguars again show press. Three-quarter court, 1-2-2. Braves look to break it. Gilbert, far side, now to Williams to the logo. Near side, Purnell gets across half court. And she'll set up the offense. Gilbert left wing extended. Puts the ball on the floor, top of the key, Purnell. Looks left, gives left. Gilbert, back to Purnell. Right wing three, separation, rattles out. Rebounded and pushed down the floor by Lane. Taken from behind by Williams, Lane recovers. Flings it up top to West. And the senior guard will wisely slow the tempo for the Jaguars. Up by 14, a minute 55 remaining the first. Manning, right wing West. West pulls it, deep three. She was 2 for 2, and this one was halfway home. Rebounded by Williams. Pushing to our right. Kicks out to Purnell, telegraphed it a bit, but fortunately for the Braves, Purnell able to rip it away. Williams, right corner, Gilbert, left wide open for three, and it's off the rim, backboard and out. Here comes Harrison for the Jaguars. Right to left, settles beyond the arc, now steps back to the free throw line. Bounce pass inside Manning, right block out against Fedrick. Great defense by Diamond Fedrick as she forces Manning to take a couple of extra steps in the low block. Did a great job getting the big a little bit off balance. That's all you can ask for going up against a big, physical, skilled post player like the 6'1 Manning. Good defense by the Braves. We'll see if they can score. Here comes Smith. Right elbow. Bounce pass. Purnell. Free throw line. Pivots. Kicks it out. Smith will reset on the right wing. Driving left off the Fedrick screen. Bumped inside by Kennedy Manning. And Courtney Smith earns another trip to the free throw line. That's the first on Manning. Team's fourth of the quarter. And Manning will be replaced by the freshman Michaela Lane. Courtney Smith to the line. She's missed both free throw attempts from this first quarter. With 59.3 seconds to go, if you're UNCP, you'd like to end this quarter on a little bit of a run, down 22-8. First free throw up and in for Smith, someone who really saw her playing time increase throughout last season. Averaged 8 points per game over the final 7 games. Showed some impressive stuff offensively last year as she hits both. 22-10, UNCP down by 12 as the Braves will now press. Three-quarter court, 50 seconds to go. And Harrison gets it across with about 2 seconds to spare. Now she'll bark out the offense. Left wing, Ottman kicks it left corner. Morton jabs right, drives right. Down the lane, bumped inside off the front rim, and it stays short. And November Morton, an impact transfer for Augusta, presenting some issues early for the Braves. Her second consecutive trip to the line. She just split a pair for Augusta. 37.1 seconds to go. Morton, 5'10 junior guard, toes the free throw line, spins it twice, and sinks it. 5 on the floor for the Braves: Purnell, Williams, Gilbert, Smith, and Fedrick. Season opener for UNCP. Season was scheduled to start on Monday against Converse. That game canceled due to COVID protocols. Second free throw up and in for Morton. Braves down 14 with the basketball. 7-second difference, shot clock to game clock. 31 seconds remaining in the opening frame. Good look inside to a cutting Gilbert. Pump fake, she's blocked from behind by the long arms of Lane. Then Lane comes the other way with it and pulls it out. Tasia Harrison. She'll hold for the final shot of the first quarter as she gets the call from Millette Green in her 4th season as the head coach for Augusta. 8 seconds remaining. Top of the key West, right wing Harrison using the screen from Lane. Step back, left wing 3, Morton up, too strong, weak side rebound fought for. As bodies fly, it's Smith and Lane going after it. That'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Augusta, a Hot start from the field, 64%, 9 of 14. UNCP just 3 of 18 from the field, including 1 of 7 from the stripe. But again, first game of the season could be expected to a degree, and we'll see how the Braves are able to kind of ease their way in to this season opener. 24-10. We'll take a quick break here as we await the start of the second quarter. This is UNCP Women's Basketball on the UNCP Sports Network.
Number 7. Number 8.
9 regular. Oh, wait, 13 giant. The usual?
Of course. Number 1.
Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
When a hospital invests in technology, skilled hands and keen eyes have new tools for diagnosing disease and making people better. At Scotland, we were the first in the region to provide 3D mammograms and robotic joint surgery, and the only hospital in the region to collaborate with Duke Health to offer both radiation and medical oncology for cancer patients. At Scotland, we invest in the newest technology for one simple reason: to deliver you closer care that's better by far.
Discover your smile today with the help of Innovative Smiles in Red Springs and Collins and Sampson Family and Cosmetic Dentistry here in Pembroke. Their professional staff are on the cutting edge of dental implants and the latest Invisalign technology. The official dentistry providers of UNC Pembroke Athletics have you covered. So discover your smile today.
Start of the second quarter, UNC Pembroke trails Augusta 24-10. It'll be Braves basketball, and the debut of Kelly Luck inbounding from the near sideline, right at the midcourt line. Braves will stack it at the logo, and Luck will inbound to the backcourt to Alcenia Purnell, the sophomore guard, looking to fill a large role this season for the Braves. Luck, left wing, 3 is up and out, but before the shot went up, a traveling violation called as she set her feet to the shot attempt. Turnover for the Braves. Thanks for joining us here in the UNCP Sports Network. Howard now to the near wing for Harrison. Up top, Ottman, right wing, West. West stares down the basket, using the screen from Lane. Kicks it out right wing, Howard. Howard back inside, now tipped around. The pass intended for Lane, knocked around to the right corner. Lane double teamed as she hoists it back, and it's worked around the arc with 5 to shoot. Top of the key, West. High arcing 3 up and in. Zaria West is 3 for 4 from beyond the arc. None more impressive than that one. Late shot clock field goal as Luck gives it back to Smith left wing. Braves down 27-10. Smith picks up her dribble. Out to the left side of the floor, Purnell. Purnell looks to drive to the free throw line and is checked on her way to the hole by number 0, Zaria West. First personal on West. And I'm sure the Braves would love to get Zaria West a couple of fouls as West will now head off the floor. She has been a problem for UNCP today, and even dating back to last season. 19 points against UNCP on Augusta's 6-point victory right here at Christenberry Fieldhouse in the second meeting last year. Luck between the rings. Fedrick, right wing, hands it off to Smith. Smith curls inside. Smith still going off the backboard, then front rim and down. Lane the rebound. She comes right to left. Lane, kick out. Morton, touch pass. Up top, Howard. Arced around the perimeter. Near side, Harrison drives, hop step, she's bumped. We'll see who that goes on. Looked like Tiara Williams, and it is. Tiara Williams first personal, team's first in this second quarter. These will be free throws 7 and 8 for the Jaguars, who lead it by 17. And Jaden Gladden will replace Tiara Williams. Harrison led the team in free throw percentage last year, 87% from the line, as she calmly knocks down the first free throw. 2018-2019 Peach Belt Conference Freshman of the Year. Numbers took a bit of a drop last season. She puts up the second free throw, and that one falls off the rim, rebounded by Smith. Smith across the timeline, pulls it out, right wing, Luck, wide open three, too strong, weak side board for Gladden, short jumper up and in. First points as a Brave for the junior college transfer from Cape Fear Community College, Jaden Gladden. Braves went a while without a field goal. They now cut the deficit to 16. It's 28-12 Jaguars, just over 8 minutes to go second quarter. Harrison, dribble drive, kick out. Howard, now left wing Ottman, jabs right, goes left. Good defense by Purnell. Contested 10-foot left corner jumper is through. Tough shot for Jalen Ottman. And the Braves now trail by 18. Gladden, straight away, Purnell steps back, hesitates, picks up her dribble right elbow. Bounce pass to a cutting Gladden. Gladden pulls it out left wing, back to Purnell. 10 seconds in the shot clock. AP looks to go to work. Gladden left wing, jabs right, lets it fly, deep three off the backboard, and the rebound tracked down by Morton. Pushes ahead, Ottman, left corner, short jumper again over Purnell, this time too strong off the back rim. Purnell the rebound, outlets to Smith, down the left flank. Bounce pass inside, Fedrick is bumped as she missed the layup, and Diamond Fedrick will shoot a pair. Good transition basketball. Great pass by Smith as the Braves had numbers. Nye McManus checks in for Alcina Purnell. The first minutes for McManus, the 5-foot sophomore guard. Showed some flashes last year, what she can do. Hannah Russell and Naomi Gilbert also head to the scorers table. Gilbert in for Smith. Russell will pause as Fedrick shoots a pair and will replace the shooter. Braves down 30-12. Struggled to get points to the board, but Fedrick helps out the cause, sinks the first free throw. This is an area where she struggled last year, just 42% from the line. This is her first game as a Brave against Augusta. She missed both meetings last year, and she sinks them both. Nothing but net ×2 for Diamond Fedrick. That'll give you confidence from the stripe as Hannah Russell replaces Diamond. 7:15 to go first half. 30-14 Augusta. Howard with the logo extended, pressured tightly by the quick hands of McManus. Howard has to hoist it near wing west. Up top Harrison, drive to the free throw line, kick out Morton. Up top West for three, she's hit three, and this one rims out, rebounded by Gladden. Pushes ahead with a head of steam. Kick out right wing, Gilbert. Gilbert puts the ball on the floor, now to McManus, looking inside for Russell, who got redirected. Shoved to the side by Lane, no whistle. Lane goes coast to coast, no one stops ball, and Lane lays it home. 32-14, 6:30 remaining in the second quarter. Braves down. Looking for some sort of run. Bounce pass, Russell, free throw line, back to the basket. Hands to a curling Gladden. Gladden, free throw line jumper off the mark, tipped around underneath. And ripped by Howard. Howard checked by McManus. Anaya McManus, feisty defensively. Right wing, Harrison up top West. Touch pass now to the left corner. Entry feed left block to Lane. Kick out. Right wing three with the hands in her face. Morton off the front rim. Weak side uncontested board for Gilbert. Can the Braves spark something? Gilbert, right wing, McManus. Eyes up the basket. Screen set by Russell. McManus, only 5 feet. Curls inside. Good bounce pass feed to the left corner to Gilbert. An errant pass into the backcourt for Luck. It's a backcourt violation as Luck tracked it down. That's the 4th turnover of the first half for UNCP. Jaguars will inbound from underneath the attacking basket, far side of the paint. And they're attacking to our left. Floated, and it's intercepted by Gilbert. as she pushes the tempo, realizing she does not have numbers, now pulls it out. Gilbert down the lane, sidestepping Euro, and she's fouled. Defense into offense for the junior guard, Naomi Gilbert. Will take a pair. That's the second personal foul on Kennedy Manning. So in comes Michaela Lane. And another change as well. Jalen Ottman in. November Morton out. Gilbert to the line. 8 of 11 from the free throw line last season. First one up and through. Braves down by 17. Gilbert, a skilled shooter, especially in this new look offense for the Braves. Maybe some more perimeter looks. She's battled injuries throughout her career. But they'll look for her this season as she comes up short of the second. Braves down 32-15, 5:22 remaining in the second quarter. Here comes Harrison, near wing West. Calls out the offense. Up top, Ottman between the circles. Right wing West. Pardon me, that's Harrison. Inside Lane, pivots, fouled, and one. Michaela Lane was just 1 of 5 with 2 points in the regular season opener against Emmanuel. She is now on a tear today against the Braves with 8 points, 4 of 5 from the field, also has 4 rebounds, and will now attempt her first free throw of the game. Russell and McManus out, Fedrick and Williams in. Luck will stay on the floor as well, had initially trotted over to the bench. And Diamond Fedrick will toss a face mask. We have to wear face masks in the bench. And it's become so normal that you might just forget to take it off when you get on the floor. Just Lane from the stripe. Free throw is through. 3-point play converted. She now has 11 points. 35-15 midway through the second quarter. Williams up top, Purnell. Touch pass to Gilbert. Inside, Fedrick. Dumps it outside, Purnell. Deep three-pointer off the back rim. Rebound into the hands of Boulin, who hands it back to West. Harrison feeds Ottman left wing. Between the circles, Boulin kicks it out right wing. Harrison, open three in rhythm, 38-15. And the Jaguars are just making it rain from the field so far. 4 of 8 from beyond the arc, 14 of 24 from the field. 4:20 remaining. Next stoppage will be immediate timeout. Gilbert just passed it to the official in the left wing. Nobody over there. And that'll bring us to the immediate timeout of the second quarter. Braves down 38-15. 4:17 remaining. We'll be back after this quick break on the UNCP Sports Network.
A nurse at Scotland Health is
a healer, touching patients' lives at every turn.
An ally, working as a trusted teammate with the best doctors.
A blower of bubbles, part child whisperer, part kid at heart.
A winner, recognizing excellence through Daisy Awards.
And of course, a caring friend. Scotland Health nurses are many things to many people. But to us, they're simply better by far.
It's feeling warm at home when you know outside is a different story. It's summoning the energy to get out and put the work in. Numb cheeks, cold hands. None of it matters when you're ready for it.
.417 to go, second quarter. UNCP season opener on the road in a non-conference battle against a Peach Belt Conference opponent. They trail Augusta 38-15. Fans, a reminder, make sure to follow us on all of our social media platforms at UNCP_sports. Augusta moving right to left of the basketball. It's Ottman up top to Boolin. Boolin turns, faces the basket, right wing Harrison. Harrison for the Jaguars. Up top to West. She's had the hot hand from distance, and she stays on fire. Straight away three from a couple feet beyond the arc. Largest lead of the game for Augusta, plus 26, and it's 41-15. Braves looking for some sort of answer. Purnell, right wing, Williams inside Fedrick, kick out Purnell. She now sends it over left side to Smith for UNCP. 10 seconds to the shot clock. Deep three, Adams halfway home. The freshman almost had her first points of her college career. Rebounded by Harrison. Left wing West, why not, as she puts it off the back rim. She's been tough to slow down from distance. A rare miss for her there. Now the Braves a chance to cut into this deficit, down 26. So plenty of basketball left to be played. 3:12 remaining in the second quarter. Adams, left corner, Williams fakes right, drives baseline, dumps it back to Fedrick. Now to Adams. Adams, left corner, driving baseline, picks up her dribble, kicks out to Purnell. Three to shoot. Purnell weaving down the lane, lay-in, rims out. Rebound by Ottman for Augusta. Now to Harrison, forces the issue back to Jalen Ottman, and the Jaguars will slow things down. 20 seconds left to the shot clock, 2:40 to go in the second quarter. At a 41-15 lead for the home squad. Lane dribbles left wing, hands off Harrison. One dribble to her right to Boolin between the circles. Floated to Lane inside, and Fedrick is called for a wraparound as Lane was jockeying for a position at the PBC logo. First personal on Diamond Fedrick, team's third of the quarter, as Morton and Howard come in for the Jaguars. The good news for the Braves, not in foul trouble. Really don't have anyone in any sort of danger fouling out just yet. They are trailing by 26. There's an offensive foul in the inbounds. Illegal screen called against Michaela Lane. That's her second personal. So the flip side, a couple important pieces of this Augusta roster, Lane, Manning, both with 2 fouls. Braves ball going left to right, press shown, and it's turned over in the backcourt. Morton off glass and through, gets the steal in the lane. 43-15, and John Haskins will take his first timeout of the half. Will take one with him. 2:15 to go, 43-15. Augusta up big on the UNCP Sports Network.
What's up, world? Yeah, you. I'm Travis Scott. This is my McDonald's order. Follow me. Here's my quarter pounder with lettuce, pickles, onions, ketchup, mustard, and bacon. Here's my fries. Sometimes I do this. Then I dip them into barbecue sauce. Oh yeah, and my Sprite. Same order since back in Houston, and you can try it too. Gotta go. The Travis Scott meal, just $6. Say Cactus Jack sent you.
Look, sport might not be the answer right now, but it teaches us this, that impossible challenges must be faced and overcome. And the reward is joy. And it will always be that way. And now that sport is back, don't waste these chances. Play with more heart, even more fire, and hope that does not end. Seek out what's scary.
43-15 out of the UNCP timeout. It's Braves basketball working left to right, looking for some sort of run to head into the halftime locker room as they trail by 28. Smith left wing, now back to Purnell. Inside, Fedrick, left block, establishes position up top to Williams. Slices and dices down the lane, and out of the timeout, the Braves are able to respond. 43-17, a beautiful move by T.R. Williams. Minute 45 remaining first half. Ottman with it for Augusta in the near corner. Up top to West, now right wing, Howard. Morton, entry feed, Boolin. Right block, goes to work on Fedrick. Hoists it up, and she's fouled. And And that's the second on Diamond Fedrick. Let's see, actually, they're going to call it a Jaden Gladden. That's her second. As she has a word now with John Haskins. Bolin will shoot a pair, 68% from the free throw line last year. The lefty clanks it off the back rim. Minute 31 remaining, 43-17 Jaguars in the second quarter. Plenty of basketball left to be played. As the lefty again puts it off the back rim, and the rebound is snatched down by Smith. Outlets to Purnell, working quickly in transition. Purnell off glass, she's fouled. And Alcina Purnell has earned a couple of free throws. So some newfound energy for the Braves out of the timeout. Struggling offensively before this, but now forcing the issue as Aaliyah Bell will replace Jaden Gladden. Purnell to the free throw line. Braves 6 of 10 from the charity stripe so far. Purnell reliable from the line last year at 78%, and that trend continues as she hits in the first. 43-18 Jaguars, minute 23 to go. Purnell will shoot the free throw to our right, second one up and in. Braves get to the line and hitting him. 7 of 11 from the stripe so far. Here's Howard between the circle for Augusta. Near corner, Ottman. Kicks it out up top, Morton. Right wing, touch pass to Howard. Howard, dribble drive to the free throw line. Kicks it out up top, Ottman, and it's taken away by Purnell. A minute remaining, Braves basketball. Here comes Smith into the front court. Kick out, right wing three for Williams, off the back rim, but she's able to track down her own miss. And a loose ball foul is called. Let's see, it's on Augusta. That's on Howard. That's the sixth team foul in the Jaguars. So anything beyond 5, that's in the bonus. A couple more foul shots in the way for the Braves. Slowly but surely inching back as they trail 43-19. 54.4 seconds to go in the second quarter. Williams' first foul shot. High arcer off the back rim. Williams, her second year in the program, one of just 2 seniors on the roster. Both of whom transferred in. She was 62% from the line last year, and she hits on the second. So she splits a pair. 5-0 run for the Braves. Down 23 points. It's Augusta basketball. Under 50 seconds remaining as Harrison eyes up the basket to the right wing. Worked around the perimeter. Now to the near corner. Howard. Kira Howard using the Bullen screen to her right. Comes up with the left elbow. Straight away 3 is up and good for Asia Harrison. 3-second difference, shot clock to game clock, with UNCP in possession. Williams, top of the key, bounce pass Fedrick, back to the basket, one dribble, hands off to Purnell. Braves down 26. Left wing, Smith. Smith drives to the right, kicks out AP, wide open 3 for AP. 46-23. A strong surge to end this second quarter. Still 3 seconds remaining. Driving inside, Howard misses badly on the lay-in attempt. And an 8-2 run to end the second quarter is what UNCP is able to cook up. Solid conclusion to what was, for the most part, a very difficult first half of action. Braves down 46-23. The story of this one, field goal percentage. You look at Augusta, 58.6% from the field, including 6 of 11 from distance. UNCP on the flip side, 6 of 30 from the field, just 2 of 13 from the field. But the Braves have done a really good job of getting to the line. They've attempted 14 free throws. They have missed 5 of them for a 64.3% percentage. UNCP unsurprisingly led by sophomore guard Alcina Purnell. 9 points for her, 2 of 7 from the field. She scored in double figures 11 times last year. You figure she's on her way today in the season opener for the Braves. Tiara Williams with 5, Courtney Smith 4, Jaden Gladden and Diamond Fedrick both with a pair. And Naomi Gilbert is 1 of 2 from the free throw line for 1 point. Couple Jaguars in double figures. Zaria West, 12 points, all 12 coming from beyond the arc. She has yet to attempt a 2-point field goal. She's 4 of 6 from the field, all 6 attempts from distance. And Michaela Lane countering West's outside presses with a physical inside game, 11 points, 5 of 6 from the field. Also sank her lone free throw attempt. So UNCP will head into the locker rooms down 46-23, still a whole other half of basketball left to be played. And they did finish the second quarter with a little bit of momentum behind a 8-2 run. Here at Christenberry Fieldhouse, 46-23, Braves trailing. We'll take a quick break. Stay tuned for the McDonald's halftime report. This is Braves women's basketball on the UNCP Sports Network.
Number 7. Number 8.
9 regular. Oh, wait, 13 giant. The usual?
Of course. Number 1.
Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
The town of Pembroke, incorporated in 1895, is a proud community rich in heritage. Pembroke is a quaint but growing town, regarded as the social, political, cultural, and commercial center for the Lumbee tribe, the largest American Indian tribe east of the Mississippi River with over 58,000 members. The town hosts a variety of events during the year, none larger than Lumbee Homecoming, which annually brings in over 30,000 visitors. We welcome you to visit our unique town and encourage you to read and learn more about Pembroke.
Discover your smile today with the help of Innovative Smiles in Red Springs and Collins and Sampson Family and Cosmetic Dentistry here in Pembroke. Their professional staff are on the cutting edge of dental implants and the latest Invisalign technology. The official dentistry providers of UNC Pembroke Athletics have you covered. So discover your smile today.
Fan support has been huge at UNC Pembroke. I mean, that's what sets us apart. That's what makes Jones so special. That's what makes the success we've had so special, is because we have a packed house in there, nightly basis, and they're yelling, screaming. You got Mickey's Maniacs. That's why with such a small town we are in Pembroke, that we're top 30 in the nation in attendance and have led the Peach Belt 5 of the last 6 years.
Well, we couldn't speak enough about fan support for UNCP softball. When I started, I think our average attendance was below 50. In 8 years, we've grown that to sometimes over 200. If you come to a game, you might not find a seat these days. So fan support, it really does make our young women feel important.
I've been here for 15 years, and the fan support here has been instrumental in what we do and what we're able to accomplish. And without our fan base, without people supporting us, both in person at our games and from a financial backing, and just from the chemistry and the camaraderie and the excitement of what goes on around campus and in the community, there's no way we could do what we do.
As far as the challenges we've faced this year, as far as resources and with COVID-19, I mean, it's been as taxing and as arduous as any year that I can say that I've been able to coach in college, and I know our players can say the same as far as their playing careers. You know, when your resources are struggling there with enrollment dip and tax revenues decreased, and that takes a toll on your program, and it restricts the things you've been able to do in the past years.
Some of the things that we've had to do because of COVID is we have to adjust how much we're practicing this fall. We're going to have to adjust how many games we play in the spring. So when we do have those opportunities to play and we do have those travel experiences, we want them to be at the highest level, and we need to put as much funds and resources in them as we can.
We've all had to take on a great sacrifice in terms of our budgetary planning, and from a university aspect down to the athletic department, which affects every single athletic program, we've had to have great detailed budgets that have cut a lot of things out for our guys, and what we have to do now is we have to try to work on about 2/3 of a budget that we normally would.
Championship experience to me isn't necessarily about cutting down the nets or getting the championship ring or hanging the banner. That's kind of the byproduct of it. Championship experience begins with involvement of our alumni, involvement of our boosters, being able to recruit the right student athlete, being able to afford to provide them with gear, being able to afford to provide them with an opportunity to play on a beautiful court.
Championship experience can mean so many different things to different people. If you're looking at it from a coach's lens, you want everything to be tidy, you want everything to be clean, you want everything to be sharp. If you're looking at it from a fan experience, you're looking at, hey, can I watch this video? Can I watch my kid play? If I'm a friend, can I show up at the game and watch my friend play and do things that they've talked to me about in my dorm room or maybe in my classroom? So being able to have a championship experience means we need to have resources where our fans can get to the game when they're not always at the game. We can travel and get to places where we're not driving vans, we're on charter buses, and just overall being able to provide to our student athletes things that make them feel like they're comfortable and they can get their work done.
We want guys and players and student athletes to be able to leave our program being able to feel very, very good about the experience that they had overall, to be able to help them grow as students, as athletes, and as people after they leave here.
You know, that outside financial support of alumni and boosters at UNC Pembroke is another thing that kind of sets us apart. You know, the alumni support is second to none. I mean, there's big, quote-unquote, big schools that struggle to get as many guys we get back to our alumni game.
If you're an alumni of UNCP softball or even UNCP, this is where you need to be. Being at the games, donating financially, feeling a part of the program many years after your years on the field or on the court are just so crucial to you feeling involved. And what we want is we want a lifetime impression of your experience as a Brave.
Here at UNCP, we are limited in some ways for our financial backing through the university and through the way that our budget is set up. And so the more that boosters and alumni can understand that their gifts and the way that they give back, it really helps us directly with our program, is so important to us.
Lumbee River Electric Membership Corporation belongs to the members it serves. That means their members have a say in how their co-op is run. And with members in charge, you can feel confident that the decisions made are in your best interest and the best interest of your community. Doesn't that sound good? Members know they can trust LREMC because it was created not to make profits, but to deliver on this promise, providing safe, reliable, and affordable electricity. 4 values are the foundation of LREMC's service to its members: innovation, commitment to community, accountability, and integrity. These values represent the cooperative difference and how their co-op earns the trust of members every day.
Time for our McDonald halftime report from Augusta, Georgia. The Braves, their season opener, trailing 46-23. UNCP out of the locker room, looking to make some adjustments for this second half of action. It was a first half that really came down to just shooting the basketball. Augusta, 58.6% from the field, 7 of 12 from distance. UNCP shot 20% from the field, including 2 of 13 from beyond the arc. And that was a struggle for UNCP last season as well. They brought in some shooters, another year of growth for the returning players in the program, and a new offense, but again, with a unprecedented offseason that prevented UNCP from maybe installing or at least practicing everything as much as they would like. And this being the first game, you could expect to see some first game jitters, some first game struggles, and a bit of sloppiness as well. But now with the half under their belts, we'll see if UNCP can respond and make a sizable dent into this lead. This will be a big third quarter. If UNCP can get this around 10, within 10 points by the fourth quarter, they're very much still in this ball game. But as you'll hear many coaches around college athletics and even pro sports say, this year, it's just a victory to even get games in. This, the first game of the year for the Braves. They were supposed to open up the season on Monday against Converse. That game was canceled due to COVID protocols. We've seen it too on the UNCP men's side as well. Multiple games already postponed or canceled due to these COVID-19 protocols. But testing is done 3 times a week. The test came back negative for both of these teams. And you have to give a lot of credit to the players and coaches for holding the players accountable, and then the players for maintaining distance from people, from following protocols, wearing masks, and all that important stuff. So that right there is a victory in and of itself. And now we'll see what UNCP is able to do in terms of on-court performance. This, again, a non-conference game. Coach Haskins talked about it in our the pregame video. Listen, this is going to be an opportunity for them to finally hit the court. They've been practicing against each other for weeks and months now. They're ready to play somebody else. And being a non-conference game, it allows him and this team to have a little bit more flexibility, be a little bit more experimental, try some things out that maybe they wouldn't do in a UNCP versus Augusta conference game. Because, again, these two teams are conference opponents, but this game is a non-conference game. So just important for UNCP to go out there, battle, and just figure things out at this point. It's the first game of the season. We'll see what the rest of the potential non-conference schedule might look like. But like Coach Haskins said, his team is just excited to play against somebody else and finally have some competition besides themselves. Under 3 minutes to go until we start things back up in the second half of action. Augusta is now out of the locker room. UNCP continues to shoot, and hopefully they can find their shooting stroke in the third and fourth quarter as they trail 46-23. We'll take another break here on the UNCP Sports Network. When we return, second half action from Christenberry Fieldhouse in Augusta, Georgia. This is UNC Pembroke Women's Basketball, live on the UNCP Sports Network.
When a hospital invests in technology, skilled hands and keen eyes have new tools for diagnosing disease and making people better. At Scotland, we were the first in the region to provide 3D mammograms and robotic joint surgery, and the only hospital in the region to collaborate with Duke Health to offer both radiation and medical oncology for cancer patients. At Scotland, we invest in the newest technology for one simple reason: to deliver you closer care that's better by far.
Look, sport might not be the answer right now, but it teaches us this: that impossible challenges must be faced and overcome. And the reward is joy. And it will always be that way. And now that sport is back, don't waste these chances. Play with more heart, even more fire, and hope that does not end. Seek out what scares you and let your body do what it loves. Nobody knows what the future holds. Nobody knows what will come our way.
Lumbee River Electric Membership Corporation belongs to the members it serves. That means their members have a say in how their co-op is run. And with members in charge, you can feel confident that the decisions made are in your best interest and the best interest of your community. Doesn't that sound good? Members know they can trust LREMC because it was created not to make profits, but to deliver on this promise, providing safe, reliable, and affordable electricity. 4 values are the foundation of LREMC's service to its members: innovation, commitment to community, accountability, and integrity. These values represent the cooperative difference and how their co-op earns the trust of members every day.
Here we go, second half just about set to begin. Jon Gross coming to you live from Christenberry Fieldhouse and the home team Jaguars entering the third quarter, a 46-23 advantage. And a series that's been, at least recently, dominated by the home team. The home team has won the last 8 meetings between UNC Pembroke and Augusta. And that first half at least showing for the first 20 minutes, that trend is continuing of the home team having an advantage. It'll be Jaguars basketball. Teams will switch sides. Augusta in their white jerseys working left to right. Braves in their black jerseys, gold trim, working right to left. Again, Adidas, the official uniform provider of UNC Pembroke Athletics, the official apparel provider of UNCP Athletics. Lane on the free throw line, dribbles to her right, Hoists an awkward shot off the backboard. Missed badly, rebounded by Williams. In transition to Gilbert, driving baseline. Gilbert, double clutch lay-in from the left block, and a quick bucket for the Braves. Naomi Gilbert, good drive, started by the good defense. 46-25, Braves down. It's Augusta ball working to our right. Morton stripped by Gilbert, but able to get the ball back. Between the circles, Harrison pulls it out, calls out the offense. Smith on her tightly. Left wing, West. Had 12 points in the first half, all off of threes. West driving left, down the lane. Fouled by Tiara Williams. As West is helped to her feet, she'll shoot 2. That's the second on Williams, first personal on UNCP. West, her first free throws of the season, and she misses on the first. Played 42 games at Norfolk State to start her career, a couple of seasons with the Spartans before transferring to the D2 ranks, and she misses the second off the back rim. Gilbert the rebound, up ahead to Williams. Williams, sidestep, inside with the left, lays it through. 4-0 run out of the gates for the Braves. And just like that, it's 46-27. And Millette Green will call an early timeout. A minute, 5 seconds in, and what a change of pace it's been. UNCP on a 4-0 run to start off the third quarter, picking up where they left off, ending the second quarter at an 8-2 run. Back after this break on the UNCP Sports Network.
A nurse at Scotland Health is
a healer, touching patients' lives at every turn.
An ally, working as a trusted teammate with the best doctors.
A blower of bubbles, part child whisperer, part kid at heart.
A winner, recognizing excellence through Daisy Awards.
And of course, a caring friend. Scotland Health nurses are many things to many people. But to us, they're simply better by far.
Sometimes the simplest things can make the biggest difference. An extra pair of hands, a smile, or a shoulder. At North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance, we feel the same about home and auto coverage, affordable rates, trusted service, and local agents. After all, making one simple difference in your life helps you make a big difference in another's. Farm Bureau Insurance. Helping you is what we do best.
Augusta basketball inbounding from the far sideline to the front court after the Millette Green timeout, her first timeout of the half. Braves down 19 points, 8:50 remaining in the third quarter. And a 4-0 run to start off this second half. West with it, left wing, guarded by Courtney Smith, the Georgia native. West, one-handed feed up top, Harrison, right wing 3. Rims off. Fedrick the rebound for UNCP. The Braves look to counter. Williams crosses over, top of the key. Kick out Gilbert, barks out the offense. Gilbert between the circles, through the legs dribble. Bounce pass to Fedrick, left elbow, ball over her head. Now to Williams, long two-pointer, straight away off the side of the rim. And a loose ball foul called, and Williams tracking after her own miss as West had the rebound. And that's the third on Williams. Williams, a very gritty player, who will now have to head to the sideline. Jaden Gladden checks in. Gladden, native of North Augusta, South Carolina, just over the border. We're in Augusta, Georgia. She's from North Augusta, South Carolina. Bit of a homecoming for her. Right wing, Morton calls away the screen. Now up top to Lane. Dumped inside, turn around with the left, off the front rim and in. Jalea Gray with her first bucket of the game. Pressure shown by the Jaguars. Floated to the far side to Purnell. Purnell, double team, bounce pass to Smith. Smith drives, is knocked away momentarily, and she's fouled. Reaching foul call to Smith. She's making her way to the basket. It'll be a sideline inbounds for UNCP. And we'll see who they give the personal to. It's on November Morton, her first personal, team's first of the third, as Smith inbounds next to Coach Haskins. Purnell dribbles top of the key, and an illegal screen is called as Jaden Gladden didn't set her feet. And it's going the other way. Augusta ball working left to right. Now with a 21-point lead, and the energy and momentum the Braves had to start off this second half slowly fading a bit. Right wing Harrison, guarded by Purnell, picks up her dribble, knocked away. Morton down the lane, floater up, short, but she's fouled. Put it up from just inside the right elbow. And it's the first personal on Naomi Gilbert. Fourth team foul already against UNCP. Still 7:21 to go in the third period. And Gilbert will head out. Kelly Luck in. Couple of foul shots for Morton, who split a pair in the first half. And she breaks this hard off the back rim. That was an audible miss. Second free throw. This one, softer touch, up and through. Gladden inbounds to Smith. Back to Gladden at her own free throw line. Purnell near side of the court. Braves down 49-27, 7:15 to go, third period. And Smith is checked on the sideline. Second personal on Morton in as many possessions, and that's also the second team foul against Augusta. A couple of changes for Malek Green's squad. Ottman and Howard in. Morton and Harrison head out. Luck inbounding from just in front of the Braves sideline, to the far side of the floor. Working to her left. Purnell up top, right wing Gladden. Kicks it out to Luck. Right corner three, in rhythm, the freshman. Welcome to college basketball, Kelly Luck. Contested three, and the Braves within 20. It's a 19-point hole for UNCP. As Howard turns the corner, dumps it off, right elbow jumper missed by Manning. Offensive rebound secured by Jillia Gray. Right wing is West, second chance opportunity as Howard traverses the lane, kicks it out to West, hands in her face, up off the back rim. Strong side rebound, secured, and fouled is Ottman. She'll shoot two. That's the first on Luck and the fifth of the Braves, so still 6:31 to go in this third quarter. And the Jaguars are in the bonus. First free throw for Ottman is true. Native of Hope Mills, North Carolina. Second free throw is good. Nothing but net, 51-30. As Purnell feeds Smith on the near side. Back to Purnell, right wing. And she will wisely pull it out. Left wing Smith looking for options. Picks up her dribble. Now to Purnell between the circles. Driving right. Kicks it out. Top of the key. Back to Purnell. Right wing. Looking inside for Fedrick. Can't find her. Gladden finds her instead. Purnell driving right. And she shuffled her feet before she put the ball on the floor. That's a travel. Kelly Luck will head to the sideline after scoring her first points in the college ranks. A right wing corner three. And that's what the Braves expect from her. A sharp shooter. Really skilled offensive player. Making the adjustment from high school to college. Here's Augusta to our right. Right wing, it's West. Inside Manning in the right block. Manning jabs left, spins right. Tough shot. Off glass and in. Kennedy Manning is an all-conference player. And she's showing it, and it's turned over the backcourt by Smith. Ottman steals it and is fouled on the left block. She'll shoot two. 53-30. Changes for both sides. Kelsey Adams Hannah Russell in for the Braves. Out go Courtney Smith and Diamond Fedra. A couple of freshmen on the floor for UNCP. And November Morton checks in late, replacing Jalea Gray. 9 turnovers for the Braves, only 2 for Augusta. This full court trap is presenting some problems for UNCP. And the free throw is good. Yeah, need a second free throw. UNCP was set to inbound the basketball. Still one more. 54-30, Augusta in the driver's seat. 5:40 remaining in the third. As Ottman, 55% from the stripe last year, cans a pair. Braves working right to left against this full court pressure. Bell floats it ahead to Adams, and it's intercepted by Manning. Manning, the forward, showing off the point guard skills, and she turns it over. Here comes Aaliyah Bell, the transfer from Johnson C. Smith. Bell all the way, and she blows the layup. Good contest inside, made it a little bit tougher for Bell. 55-30, Jaguars in front with the ball, working to our right. Manning establishes position inside of the freshman Russell, and she works around her and finishes. Right block, hook off the glass. And Augusta continues to press. Purnell near side, back to Gladden, gets across the logo, picks up her dribble to Bell, right wing. Double team comes, feeds Kelsey Adams in the corner, inside to Russell, backs down Manning. Russell swatted by Manning. And the Jaguars working ahead. Fast break opportunity, chucked too far for the lanky Kennedy Manning. And with 4:37 to go in the third quarter, that'll take us to the media timeout. 57-30, Augusta leading your UNCP Braves. Back after this on the UNCP Sports Network.
Discover your smile today with the help of Innovative Smiles in Red Springs and Collins and Sampson Family and Cosmetic Dentistry here in Pembroke. Their professional staff are on the cutting edge of dental implants and the latest Invisalign technology. The official dentistry providers of UNC Pembroke Athletics have you covered. So discover your smile today.
Lumbee River Electric Membership Corporation belongs to the members it serves. That means their members have a say in how their co-op is run. And with members in charge, you can feel confident that the decisions made are in your best interest and the best interest of your community. Doesn't that sound good? Members know they can trust LREMC because it was created not to make profits, but to deliver on this promise, providing safe, reliable, and affordable electricity. 4 values are the foundation of LREMC's service to its members: innovation, commitment to community, accountability, and integrity. These values represent the cooperative difference and how their co-op earns the trust of members every day.
Season opener for Braves basketball, 57-30. Augusta, a 27-point cushion with 4:37 remaining in the third. As the Braves work right to left, Smith picks up her dribble. Braves have to get it across, 3 seconds to spare, and they do. Bell, free throw line, out to Adams. Right corner, pulls it back up top. Gladden, shot fake now to Smith, left wing, who yanks the ball back. And whistles underneath. Let's see here. And the hair of Asia Harrison came loose. Looks like her tie got knocked off. And Braves have 11 seconds to shoot. Sideline inbounds. Back to Bell at the logo. Bell with 8 to shoot. Bell up top to Gladden. Gladden faces the basket. Back to Bell. 4 seconds to shoot. Inside for Russell. And Russell got taken out underneath by Manning, who is questioning the call. It's a foul on the sophomore. That's her third, team's third of the third quarter. 4:08 remaining in the third. UNCP inbounding under the attacking basket to our left. It's Smith from the far side of the paint. And Manning will come out, the freshman Michaela Lane in for Augusta. Smith inbounds, floats it to Russell, left block. Russell laying just short. Good contest by Lane inside, but a great feed from Courtney Smith. Difficult angle to find your fellow Brave. Right wing for Augusta. It's Howard, hands it off to Morton. Ball now in the hands of Harrison, left side, up top to Howard, back to Harrison, lobbed inside Lane, going against Russell. Double comes, great contest by Russell, as the layup attempt is too strong. Bell between the circles, barks out the play call. Adams faces the basket, now to Russell, right elbow. Up top, Gladden, shot fake, drives right. Gladden is fouled as she put up the jumper. And she will shoot two. Braves down 57-30, 3:26 remaining. Morton out, in comes West. A couple free throws for Gladden, that the 4th team foul on Augusta. And first free throw off the back of the iron. Second free throw is up and true. 3:23 remaining, 26-point hole, driving baseline to the far side of the court is West, and she puts it in. Inbound quickly to Bell, now to Smith on the near side. Opposite free throw line is Gladden, and Gladden spins into a defender and is called for an offensive foul. Zaria West had positioning, and UNCP will make a couple of changes. Adams out, Gladden out. Gilbert and Williams will replace that duo. 3:07 remaining, 59-31 in the third quarter. Kira Howard with the basketball for the Jaguars. Ottman bounce pass, left wing West. Up top Harrison, now to Howard. On the right wing extended, picks up her dribble. Worked her on the perimeter. Good extra pass to Harrison. Drives inside, kick out to Ottman, touch feed. Howard driving right, flips it inside to Lane, who is fouled. And it's a personal on Hannah Russell, her second, as Diamond Fedrick will replace her. And Aaliyah Bell will come out as well. Bell, the native of North Augusta, South Carolina, just over the border. And she'll get a breather. Her first game of the black and gold after transferring in from Johnson C. Smith. So it's Lane to the strike. First free throw comes up short. 2 minutes, 45 seconds remaining, 59-31. Second free throw for Lane. Front rim, backboard, and rolls around the rim. That hit about everything that a shot can possibly hit and go in, maybe besides the top of the backboard. Near side, Williams races ahead, floats it to Gilbert. Gilbert, top of the key, pulls it back out. Season opener for the Braves in a non-conference battle against a fellow Peach Belt Conference member. Only in 2020, only in 2020. Smith driving left elbow, kicks it out Williams. High arcing three off the back rim, weak side board. Tracked down by Lane, flips it inside, and it ends up in the hands of Gilbert for UNCP. Braves still with it. Purnell down the lane, puts up the shot off the glass, and she's fouled. Could not finish from a difficult angle with her body being knocked into. First on Asia Harrison. Team's fifth, both teams to the bonus for the final 2:13 to the third. As Alcenia Purnell gets to the stripe. 9 points, looking for her first points of this second half, and she has it. Only Brave in double figures so far, at 11 double-figure performances last year. Player who is expected to play a major role both on the court and as a leader on this team, as she hits on the second. Spoke to her before the season started, and she said she got a lot of help from former Brave point guard T. Graham. Really mentored Purnell as a leader and as a point guard too, but Purnell, only a sophomore, certainly a leader on this team. And good to see her playing well in the season opener with 10 points. 60-33, clock is not running. There's 2:13 to go. The clock has not been running for the past 10 seconds, and now it is. Bounce pass left block, and it's rejected by Williams in the shot attempt by Gray. Gilbert scoops it up. Now across the midline, Purnell threads it inside to Fedrick. Kick out. Williams, stutter steps, turns, hands, Smith. Ball over her head in the left wing. Top of the key, and a foul is called on Howard, as she was a little too aggressive in the passing lane, and Purnell will head back to the free throw line. Purnell's done a nice job getting to the stripe today. 5 of 6 from the line. These will be free throw attempts 7 and 8. And the sophomore now has 12. Braves down 60-34. 1:49 remaining, third quarter. Season opener against an Augusta team who's already played twice. One exhibition against a D1 school in Georgia Southern, and a regular season against Emmanuel of the Conference Carolinas, conference that UNCP will be joining next year. Minute 40 remaining as Purnell hits on the second as well. 25-point hold for the Braves. Looking to finish this quarter strong. It's stripped by Smith as Boolin posted up in the left block. Smith, 2 on 3, no numbers, but she'll take it herself, and she's fouled. Courtney Smith, coast to coast. You love to see that aggressiveness by the sophomore guard. Another sophomore in this team who impressed last year and is going to have a major role on this year's squad. Smith, 4 points, 1 of 5 from the fields, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. We'll see what she can do here. First one up off the back rim, and she's not happy with herself after that miss. Smith steps up to the stripe. Eyes up the rim, spins it in her hand, lets it fly, and the second one is up and through. Jalen Ottman checking in. She'll replace Zaria West, who's quieted down a bit after her 3-point barrage in the first half. Braves will bring some press. They'll go full court man-to-man. It's McManus on Howard. McManus tries to pick her pocket, can't do so. Good defense, though, as she harasses Howard at the logo. Right wing Harrison. Braves down 24, minute 12 remaining in the third. Howard driving to the free throw line. Pulls it out. Active hands defensively for UNCP. 8 seconds to shoot. Harrison sidesteps around a screen. Misses on the 3. Rebound to Williams. Races ahead of the pack. Williams in the lane. Lay-in unsuccessful. The follow by Fedrick off the backboard and missed. But Williams tracks it down. Good defense as it's now in the hands of Purnell. Williams shot fake. Left wing went to dribble a little too fast. As she turns it over. Steps. 12 turnovers. I'm sure this coaching staff will have plenty to want to work on after this one, but the turnover number will certainly be one of them. We've seen a couple of those travels. 39 seconds to go, third quarter. 60-36 advantage for Augusta. Top of the key, Howard. Chest pass, left wing, Harrison. Bull in between the circles. Plenty of room to operate for her. Now to Howard to the right wing. Under 10 to shoot. Ottman driving right of the lane. Great defense by Smith, and a jump ball is called as Smith rips the basketball. And the possession arrow is to the Braves. And Coach Haskins pleading for a traveling call, which I think he has the right idea because Ottman continued to run with the ball after Smith had made contact with the basketball. Nonetheless, it's still UNCP ball. Shot clock unplugged, 18 seconds remaining. Braves down 24. Bounce pass to Williams, inside the lane. And again, a travel as she picked up her dribble. 13 TOs for UNCP. Now Augusta can hold for the final shot of the third. It's Howard with 7 on the right wing. Leaves it for Gray. Gray dribbles left, top of the key 3 for Harrison at the buzzer, off to the right, Smith the rebound. And that'll bring us to the final stanza. Augusta up 60-36. UNCP, 10 minutes to go to mount something. We'll be back after this break. You're listening to UNC Pembroke Women's Basketball live on the UNCP Sports Network.
Sometimes the simplest things can make the biggest difference. An extra pair of hands, a smile, or a shoulder. At North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance, we feel the same about home and auto coverage, affordable rates, trusted service, and local agents. After all, making one simple difference in your life helps you make a big difference in another's. Farm Bureau Insurance. Helping you is what we do best.
Start of the fourth quarter, Braves down 60-36, season opener after an unprecedented offseason. Listen, it's just great to have basketball back. I'm thrilled that Braves basketball is back. I know many of you are as well. And this is the first live broadcast on the UNCP Sports Network in 273 days. Our last broadcast was the Peach Belt Conference men's semifinals, as UNCP fell at the buzzer against Columbus State. Augusta ball going to our right between the circles. It's Morton for the Jaguars. Her team up 24 with 9:45 remaining, opening possession of the fourth. Good defense by the Braves, 9 to get a shot up. Harrison driving right of the lane, and McManus stuck her arm in as Harrison flips home the lane. It's an and one. For her second on McManus, first of the fourth quarter, and the impressive shooting display for the Jaguars continues. Team already with a couple of games under their belt. It's going to be one of those seasons where not every team is coming at this from an even playing field. Teams have had to stop and start practices. They've had to cancel games. Some teams play games. It won't start being an even playing field, and frankly, I don't think we'll end with an even playing field. Many teams will have a different number of games played, but that's just the reality. And again, it's just great to have basketball back. Ball turned over. It's UNCP basketball. Here comes McManus, working up the left sideline. Now to the free throw line. Back out to Williams, inside looking for Fedrick, and Fedrick said, my bad. As looks like the two just were not quite on the same page in the air and feed. 14th turnover for UNCP. McManus, full court, man-to-man pressure on Harrison as she forces her left. 9:09 remaining, fourth quarter. Harrison driving right, attacking. McManus had her hand straight up and is still whistled for a foul. Back-to-back possessions. Foul called to McManus. And Aaliyah Bell will replace her. A couple of 5-foot guards swapping for each other. So Harrison to the line. There's been one downside for Augusta. It's their free throw shooting. Just 11 of 21, make that 12 of 22 from the line. Sure, Millette Green will be happy for the most part with her team's performance, but that free throw number in close games as the season goes on, that will be make or break for you. Second foul shot for Harrison. Just like the first, sinks them both. 63-36, inbound to Aaliyah Bell. Bell comes across the midline unscathed. Screen set by Fedrick, top of the key, back to Williams. Williams driving right side, steps over. Oh, what a tough shot. Tiara Williams off the glass and in from the right block. Athletic finish for the guard, and Bell got her hand in defensively against Harrison, able to knock it out of bounds. But how about Tiara Williams having herself a nice little performance today? 4 of 8 from the field, 9 points, 4 boards. And that's going to be big for UNCP to get some of these experienced players going offensively, and then you can have some of the newcomers follow along after that. Harrison backing down Bell, kicks it out up top. Now touch pass inside, knocked away. It's again Williams defensively. Lane has it, and it's a jump ball. And let's see, the possession arrow is to UNCP. Augusta got it to start the 4th quarter. Defense has been better in the second half for the Braves. They trail by 26. Bell picks up her dribble up top. Free throw line jumper, Purnell off to the left, tracks down her own miss, knocked away. And that's Braves basketball. Good hustle by Purnell. It was West racing after it as well. She got her fingertips on it to knock it away. Ball will be inbound from pretty much just next to me. Baseline extended to the near side. UNCP attacking to our left. It'll be Courtney Smith inbounding. She's near the corner of the sideline and baseline. She finds Purnell left wing. Driving right, Purnell down the lane, off the backboard, rims away. Fedrick offensive rebound, and she's fouled. Fedrick will shoot 2, and she's 2 of 2 from the line. Really something she's worked on this offseason. After going 42% from the stripe last year, she'll be an important part of this Braves team. Team that's a little bit thin in the front court. 6 foot forward with experience. Hits her 3rd free throw of the game. 64-39. No Gabby Smith today for the Braves. Someone else who's expected to have a major role in the UNCP front court. 2nd free throw up, front rim, backboard in. Diamond Fedrick, 4 of 4 from the line tonight. Full court press, man-to-man for UNCP. Gray, ball over her head, now across the timeline to Howard. Under 8 to go, Braves down 24. Howard spin to the foul line. Kick out right wing Morton, inside lane, touch pass outside. Now to Gray in the left block. Gray turns around, lefty short jumper. Off the front rim, Smith uncontested board. Smith, right wing Purnell, quick feed to Fedrick. On the low block, Diamond Fedrick off the glass and in. 64-42, 7.5 to go. UNCP showing no quit. Got to give them a lot of credit for their response in the 4th quarter. Not giving up. And a foul is called on, looks like Courtney Smith it is, as Morton worked her way to the top of the key. And Kennedy Manning, who'd been out for quite a while. We haven't seen her since she picked up her 3rd foul early in the 3rd quarter. Checks back in. She replaces the freshman Michaela Lane. Morton inbounds from the near sideline to the front court to Howard. Top of the key, it's Gray. Now onto the left wing, West. Zaria West directs the offense. Morton, quick feed. Howard, 9 to shoot. Picks up her dribble left elbow. West with 5. Now it's Howard through the light dribble. Goes to work on Bell. Tough runner. Great defense by Aaliyah Bell. Rebound secured by Fedrick in the missed floater. Williams, right wing to Smith. Smith tees up a 3 off the back rim. Long board into the hands of West. And Tiara Williams is slow to get up in the backcourt for the Braves. Transition jumper falls through for Zaria West. Just her 2nd made 2-point field goal of the game. Just her 2nd 2-point field goal attempted. She leads all scorers with 16. Bell picks up her dribble right elbow. Now it's Smith down the lane. Bounce pass to Fedrick. Knocked away initially, out to Purnell. Left wing 3, AP. Too strong off the backboard. Weak side board for Howard. Howard drives, kicks, high arcing 3. Unsuccessful for West. Weak side rebounds. The follow and the finish for Gray. The lead has ballooned back to 26. John Haskins called a timeout 6:04 remaining. That's just a timeout to make a substitution. It looks, nope. That'll be a full timeout. We'll take one as well. Braves down 26 in the season opener. Stay tuned. This is UNCP Women's Basketball, live on the UNCP Sports Network.
What's up, world? Yeah, you. I'm Travis Scott. This is my McDonald's order. Follow me. Here's my quarter pounder with lettuce, pickles, onions, ketchup, mustard, and bacon. Here's my fries. Sometimes I do this. Then I dip them into barbecue sauce. Oh yeah, and my Sprite. Same order since back in Houston, and you can try it too. Gotta go. The Travis Scott meal, just $6. Say Cactus Jack sent you.
It's feeling warm at home when you know outside is a different story. It's summoning the energy to get out and put the work in. Numb cheeks, cold hands. None of it matters when you're ready for it.
6:04 to go. 5 on the floor for the Braves. Kelly Luck will inbound, joined by Naomi Gilbert, Aaliyah Bell, Jaden Gladden, and Hannah Russell. Braves down 68-42. Still valuable time to work on some things. This is the season opener. Practice has been stop and go at times this fall. As Gilbert drives, kicks out right corner to Luck. Puts it on the floor, picks up her dribble. Now looking inside to Russell, pass intercepted. West the other way. West sidestepping, left to layup. She's fouled, she'll shoot 2. It's a blocking foul called on Gilbert, her second, team's 4th. In this game, more than anything, it's a non-conference game against a Peach Belt Conference school. You don't want to say it doesn't count, but it doesn't carry the same weight as a conference game would. You factor in the fact that this is the season opener. There hasn't been a full off season, a lot of new faces. A game like this could be expected. As the first free throw from West is short. Rare miss. Her second, nothing but nylon. Harrison Boolin in for Augusta. Out goes West and Jalea Gray. 5:44 remaining. Braves down by 27 points. Here comes Aaliyah Bell, right to left. She's got the logo. Bell dribbles right, bounce past Russell, right elbow. Ball high over her head. Leaves it back to Gilbert between the circles. Naomi driving right side, layup off the glass and in. Naomi Gilbert, great take to the hole. She's able to expand her repertoire, really good shooter, but she's been able to get to the hole a couple times today. Howard, right side, Braves down 25. Boolin, drop step inside, finishes with the left around the freshman Russell. Bell goes right to left. Gives it to Luck. Straight away, Luck to Russell, left wing. Now to Gladden. Gladden calls for a screen, gets it, picks up her dribble, left wing, into Russell, in and out of her hands, turned over. Howard, no look feed inside. Boolin, the lefty from the left side, too strong, gets her own miss, puts it back up from the right side, again off the mark. And this time Jaden Gladden wins the battle of the boards. Up ahead go the Braves. Luck, another right wing 3, missed everything. Bell the offensive board. The 5-footer, kicks it out to Luck. Luck looking to swing. Instead she'll drive baseline, picks up her dribble, tough floater, and it's an air ball. Comes up short. Rebound secured, up ahead to Boolin, and a blocking foul is called as she converts the fast break layup. 73-44 Augusta, with 4:17 to go in the 4th, as Boolin will look to convert a 3-point play the old-fashioned one. Fedrick in, Williams in, Russell and Luck to the sideline. Boolin, lefty is 0 for 2 on free throws, make that 0 for 3. Gladden on the rebounds. Gladden across the midline to Williams, right wing. Williams spinning top of the key, works to the left. Williams with the left, rattles in. Tiara Williams had a couple of great finishes inside, and she's now the second Brave in double figures, 11 points for Tiara Williams. Averaged just 3 points a game last year. You'll love to see this from her. Been an efficient 11 points too. She's 5 of 9 from the fields. 73-46, Augusta in front with the basketball. Attacking to her right, 3:40 to go in the ball game. Howard, bounce pass right block to Manning. Great defense by Fedrick as she blocks the shot. Williams scoops it up. Williams double team, pressure from behind, leaves it for Gladden, right wing Bell. Looking to give it inside to Fedrick, who is pushed over, able to regain her composure and find up top to Gladden. Gladden pulls up, contested jumper. Missed off to the right, rebound for Morton. Floated down the court. Manning, fast break, layup, short, but she's fouled by Diamond Fedrick. A couple of free throws. That's the second on Fedrick. Already 5 for UNCP. And 3 changes for the Braves. Bell, Fedrick, and Gilbert out. Purnell, Russell, and Kelsey Adams check in. Braves' upcoming schedule doesn't get much easier in their next game. They're scheduled to play Division I Coastal Carolina next Friday. That's at 6 p.m. as Manning clanks in the first free throw with her team up 27. And then Augusta on December 16th. That'll wrap up the non-conference portion of the slate. Manning's second foul shot off the back rim. Loose ball foul called underneath. It'll go against Augusta. And Morton calls for a shove from behind. That's on Bullen. Her second team foul. So the Braves will head down to Conway, South Carolina, which is the center of the college football universe today, as the Chanticleers host the Cougars at BYU. Gladden, left wing 3, left open, off the back rim. Morton the rebounds. Turns, races ahead, leaves it for Howard. And Howard slows things down. Looks to the sideline, gets the play call from Alette Green. Left corner 3, Harrison, left open. Can't convert, rebound for Purnell. Alcina races ahead, pulls it out, bounce pass to Gladden. Right wing to Williams, Braves down 27, 2.5 to go. Adams looking for Russell inside, and Russell is bumped from behind by Manning. Both number 24s, 24 and 24 crime right there. That's the 4th and Manning. Team's 3rd. So UNCP inbounds from underneath the attacking basket. Box set in the inbounds play. It'll be Gladden to toss it in. Down screen set. Kick out to Adams in the right corner. Bounce pass inside to Fedrick through a double team. Gets her own miss up and fouled. Good hustle by Diamond Fedrick. He's done a nice job working the glass. Couple offensive boards last few possessions. And Fedrick has 6 points, including a perfect 4 of 4 from the stripe. And I apologize for jinxing that as she misses on the first. 73-46. Braves will have 6 days to regroup after this one. And at least you'll have some game film to work with. And second free throw for Fedrick is off the back rim. Howard forces the issue in transition to Bullen, lays it in under the basket. 75-46, 2:05 remaining. Augusta in front, is Braves ball. Gladden dribbles right, leaves it back for Adams, tracks it down. Adams up top to Williams. Still trying to figure out this new Princeton offense. Gladden, right corner. Williams, snap feed inside. Fedrick is fouled in the back down. And she'll have a chance to atone for her pair of missed free throws in the last Braves possession. That's the third on Bolin, 1:46 to go. 75-46. I mentioned this a couple minutes ago, but this is a Braves team that has absolutely not quit in this game. They trailed really from the get-go as Fedrick misses on the first, or shoot the second, but they have battled throughout. I have to give UNCP a lot of credit for that, playing hard, diving after loose balls, getting offensive rebounds. And Fedrick misses on the second. So after starting 4-4 from the line, she has since missed her last 4. 1:38 to go in the ball game. Howard left wing, now to the free throw line, back out to Bolin, who has scored a couple of buckets this fourth quarter. Baseline Morton. Hop step, layup short from the right block. Tiara Williams has the rebound and the basketball. Takes it herself. Back to Adams, swings it around the arc. Purnell inside to Fedrick, drop step with the right. Fedrick, too strong, tipped around underneath the basket. It'll stay with the Braves. And again, that was the active hands of Diamond Fedrick, fighting for the basketball with Lane underneath the hoop. And it's knocked off a Lane. Gilbert in, Adams out. Gladden will again inbound underneath the baseline as Gray and Ottman come in, replacing Lane and Morton. Again, a box set of the inbounds for the Braves. Williams, left corner three, nothing but net for Tiara Williams. Leading scorer for the Braves with 14 points for UNCP, and the Braves are now 4 of 20 from distance. 75-49, 56 seconds remaining. Howard barely able to keep her dribble, almost lost it off her foot. And she'll milk the clock. 12 seconds to get a shot off. Harrison inside Gray. Right block, short, gets her own miss, and is fouled by Williams in the second chance opportunity. That's the fourth on Tiara Williams. And the 14 points for Williams, a UNCP career high for number 23. Certainly a bright spot of the Braves' performance today. First free throw is put through, as is the second by Jalea Gray. 77-49, 10-second difference, shot and game clock. This likely the final possession of the game for the Braves with 35 seconds to go. Williams top of the key, left wing Gilbert. Purnell left corner, inside to Fedrick, is swatted right back to Purnell. Comes to the left elbow. Gladden fakes, pulls, long two, and UNCP making a couple of nice perimeter jumpers. That one just inside the three-point arc. It's a long two for Gladden. And Augusta will hold and secure a victory. The Jaguars will move to 500 of the regular season. It was the third game of the season. First one was an exhibition against Georgia Southern, as Howard holds the basketball. 77-51, the final score. And another odd part of this season, no handshake, so just waves from both sidelines to each other. And the Braves look to regroup. Maybe not the result that you'd want to see, a 26-point loss, but they'll have game film, they'll have things to work on. They got out and were able to compete against somebody else. And hey, UNCP basketball is back, and that's something to celebrate. A lot of credit to everyone who's made this possible for really any sort of sport to happen this year. We had cross country already happening in the fall semester. UNCP swimming has started their season as well. Have to give a lot of credit to the student athletes for staying safe and healthy, the coaches as well. Of course, administrators led by athletic director Dick Christie, and a major shout out to our athletic training team, really the entire team led by Joey Tamburo, who has been the COVID guy. You could tune into our Brave Hawk Talk podcast from this past week to hear all about that. Once again, UNCP falling against Augusta, 77-51. We'll run through some numbers for you. The Jaguars, well, their offense was working from start to finish. Shot 49% from the field today, including 39% from distance. Really the one downside for Augusta was free throws, just 16 of 30 from the line. UNCP on the flip side, 28% from the field, just 4 of 20 from distance. They got opportunities, not a lot of great looks. They had some looks that just weren't falling, and you figure in games moving forward, those shots will fall for you. The Braves were able to get to the stripe 28 times, converted on 61% of them. Turnovers, another issue for UNCP. 15 turnovers for the Braves, just 6 for the Jaguars. And points off of turnovers, well, Augusta made the most of them, forcing 15 turnovers, scoring 19 points. UNCP forced 6 turnovers and posted 3 points. Rebounding margin, UNCP +1 there, +4 in the offensive glass. Augusta +7 on assists. Steals about even, fouls about even, blocks about even. Again, the big storyline, turnovers, points off of turnovers, but just shooting the basketball and getting that ball into the basket. Braves led by Tiara Williams, a career performance for the senior. 14 points, most she's posted in the black and gold. Alcenia Purnell follows her with 13. Diamond Fedrick had 6, including 4 made free throws. A trio of Jaguars in double figures. 17 points for Zaria West, including 4 of 8 from beyond the arc. Michaela Lane, the freshman, an impact performance inside. 12 points, 5 of 7 from the field. And then Asia Harrison cashed in 11 points on 3 of 10 shooting. Again, the future schedule, upcoming schedule, I should say, for the Braves. This is as scheduled, and I implore everyone to stay up to date on everything. Follow our social media platforms at UNCP_sports for updates on these upcoming games. But the schedule as follows. Coastal Carolina at Coastal Carolina, December 11th. That's a 6 p.m. tip. And at USC Aiken, December 16th, a 5:30 matchup. Despite Aiken being a Peach Belt Conference member, that too is a non-conference game, just like today's. And then conference play starts up at Clayton State on January 6th. The UNCP will not play a home game until January 9th, the second game of conference play. The Braves were supposed to play a home game on Monday against Converse, but that game was canceled due to COVID-19 protocols. Once again, the final score from Christenberry Fieldhouse, Augusta 77, UNCP 51. The Braves dropped their first season opener in 6 years after winning 5 straight heading into today. And the trend of the home team winning this series continues. Now 9 straight times as the home team won between UNCP and Augusta. The Jaguars now lead this all-time series 38-20, and the Braves fall to 4-27 here in Augusta, Georgia. Thank you all for joining me today from Christenberry Fieldhouse. It was a fun one, and it was great to finally see some basketball. And Braves basketball certainly will continue throughout the season, and we'll be excited to provide the action for you right here on the UNCP Sports Network. Again, make sure to follow us on all of our social media platforms. That is at UNCP_sports. And stay up to date on all things UNCP athletics there, and by visiting our website, uncpbraves.com. Stay safe, everyone. Thanks again for joining me. I'm Jon Gross, signing off for now. Braves fall 77-51, and the 2020-2021 season opener for the UNCP women's basketball team. This has been UNC Pembroke Women's Basketball, live on the UNCP Sports Network.